Hey Earth Signs, welcome to another checkpoint reading where we'll go over your energy for the moment. It is timeless, so whenever you're seeing it, then it will be for you. For any placements, so you can look up your natal chart online if you need to, as well as this is a general reading, so all of the messages may not apply, and I'm not doing any personal readings at this time. So yeah, if anyone tries to message you below soliciting for any kind of reading whatsoever, it's a scam. Don't give them your hard-earned money, and you can save that for yourself or someone else who does actually, accept money for readings. All right. Today I've intuitively picked out the citrine crystal, which is good for protection from fairies, as well as making sure welcoming real fairies if you work with them and believe in them, as well as they're good for promoting motivation, activates creativity, and encourages self-expression, as well as it releases depression, fears, and phobias for emotional balancing, as well as the solar plexus. Some of your throat chakra might be cutting off right now from not speaking your truth. Someone needs to speak their truth, get out there and tell their story. It's also a piece that you would keep at your workspace, so maybe it's time for you to start looking for a workspace. Some of your entrepreneurs or business owners, maybe it's time to start expanding. So you may be afraid to have clients or expand or expand your horizons of getting out there, playing games, or being a part of community, a gym, stuff like that. Really could be feeling some imposter syndrome, thinking that you aren't able to accomplish these things, and even though you have the acolytes for it, that doesn't always make it easier, and it's hard to get back on the horse sometimes, get back riding, even though as soon as you do it, it feels like an old glove, you just mesh well, and it's just hard to get past your ego and your fears. So I feel like that could be an energy you're sitting in right now, but I feel like you've been meditating with it and working towards attracting abundance. Taking it one step at a time. Let's see. So yeah, finding the creative differences, knowing that your creative process won't look the same as everyone else's, and really deciding whether or not you're going to let your fears get in the way or if you will live your dream. We also have the sun, so really stepping into the spotlight, shining your light and sharing it with others so that they know the way to share their light as well. When you share your light, you inspire others to do so as well. Three of Discs, collaborating with others, or your work is guidance. You could be a guidance worker, as sometimes the Three of Discs is for collaboration, but also guidance. You could be guiding them in their own, like mentoring others, where you're not quite collaborating with them, but you've taught the people how to go out there and shine their light, and now they're helping others. So like mentorship as well for the Three of Discs. Really just your mentorship, like with how Bruce Lee learned from his teacher, Ip Man, and over time all the students, and it started off as small community, and then over time it's made its way all over the world. So I feel like your mentorship, the things that you're teaching, whether it may seem small to you, but it really does go like on a large scale, and gets passed around, much like a meme. You know, if you're a well-placed meme with science behind it, will go all around the world. And as long, you know, I feel like you're funny too. So you're really integrating your work, radiance of your being. You're very radiant right now. You could be dancing or doing some sort of body movement, physical activity. Like you could be playing dodgeball even, or doing Qigong, prana, working with your hands a lot. Yeah, Ten of Wands, putting, where you emit your light, and just shining your light sends off a whole rainbow of healing. So yeah, definitely some Indigo children, Starseeds. If you resonate with that, if you know what it is, you can look it up. There's a soul family around you as well, whether those are people on the physical realm or spiritual. They're proud of you and the work that you've put in. But yeah, don't think of your creative self compared against others. Like yours and theirs could be similar and overlap, but your soul's map, your soul's blueprint, your soul's architecture. Some of you may feel like you're not articulate enough, with me saying that over again, or you're afraid to stumble over yourself, and that's all right. As long as you keep going, take a moment to pause and reflect. And I feel like you did take that moment to pause and reflect on which direction you wanted to go to next. Again, with the Two of Swords, you have paused for that moment. You have weighed the pros and cons. You could be the same, but you still shine, but you would still be your individual self. So when you shine, we shine together, and no one outshines each other. We're all just as bright and smart as each other, and we take our times, and that's okay. Some of you may feel like you have no self. You may have lost your image of self. There's mountain meditations where you think of yourself as a mountain, and how some days is good to go see the mountains and it will be clear and sunny, and some days it's not good as good to go see the mountains. There's snow or there's rain, there's been a rock slide, but every day that mountain still stands tall, and you're still standing tall, and not every day is going to be a good day to see you, and not every day you're going to show up your best, and that's okay. Because you're still going to be that tall, strong mountain. Some of you may work with giants as well, with the giant and dancing below, especially Egyptians as well believe that the gods were giants. So you could be from that area of the world as well. You could live in the Africa and Egyptian, or you could have cultural background from there, as well as indigenous, as well as Celtic. I just feel like there's a lot of history, and your ancestors want to come through and give you blessings for all the hard work and the heartache that you've overcome, and show you that they're proud of you and spoil you because they believe you deserve it. So yeah, so you could be practicing cleansing your yoni, aligning your chakras, in tantric energy, with the 9 of Wands. Here we are. Yeah, and protecting yourself against viruses and threats. I had it come up on the computer. It's like, would you like to? And I already have one, so no. But yeah, you know, making sure that you're protecting yourself as you're like opening yourself up to new energies and new ways of, you know, knowing your temple, taking better care of your body. Could be eating better, trying to attempt to cook for yourself, you know, with the kingdom there, with the temple of a goddess, and you could be receiving more more blessings and downloads by cleansing. And with this cleansing, you could be attracting in a partner if you so choose to wish to attract one. And yeah, if not, then it's knowing your own body, getting in touch with your own sensual side. It doesn't have to be for a partner. You could just find oneness in yourself for relief and stress, to, you know, to unwind. If you're asexual and not sex positive, then it's finding ways to do that through art and honoring your inner child. This could be through cooking. It could be through painting, or just cleaning up in general. Really just taking the moment to assess what your body needs. So maybe even if you're not eating differently, you're eating less, you're being like, I'm full right now, I don't really need this, and like honoring your emotions and while you're eating, and whatever you're consuming. It could be TV, doom scrolling, all those other types of consumption. You're being more mindful, and that's really wonderful, is that you're being more mindful and you're really trying to push aside those doubts and fears, so that you are taking the leap of faith one step at a time. Last time, I know we were talking about taking that leap, so the fact that you've been taking little steps and making changes, whether that some of you are making big strides, some of you are making not so big strides, and all of it is important and worthy and amazing. So I'm glad to see that there's been some improvement since the last energy reading. So leave me a comment below on how you felt about the reading. Comment, send to your friend, whatever have you. I appreciate all your energies and support. And remember to eat, hydrate, and have fun. All right. Bye.